What is going on, guys? Question I get asked all the time, especially by new people to the channel and the website, SonicBenchTrainer.com, is what is the best total gym? What total gym should you buy? So I'll quickly kind of talk about the various pros and cons of kind of the three primary models people look at. The XLS and the Fit, which are kind of the more expensive models compared to the Apex models that are out there on Amazon. There's also the new Pinnacle, also the Total Gym Summit. So I'll kind of break those down. If you guys are interested in picking any of these models or machines up, I'll link them down below in the description box. If you guys do want to check it out, greatly supports me and or the channel if you guys find this information useful. And why I tend to focus and steer people towards these specific Total Gym models and not even talk about the Great Flex or the ProForm sliding bench trainers, even though those are great machines, is because I want to talk about maximizing and taking advantage of this weight bar attachment. These are the machines with some minor exceptions, like some new ones, like I said, like the Summit and the Pinnacle, and I think there's a couple other ones out there, like possibly the Supreme. That can actually accommodate a weight bar attachment. These are the most common ones people tend to look at. If you're gonna buy directly from Amazon, Apex G1, G3, or G5 are the ones people are looking at, or the Fit or the XLS. So weight bar attachment is definitely key in my opinion, because obviously you can add external weight plates. I actually even like kind of using it as kind of like a footrest and kind of use it to kind of anchor myself in various positions. So in my opinion, even though there's a lot of different sliding bench trainers and other Total Gym models that are out there, even older sliding bench trainers that are still would suffice to get your goals, because I always say something is better than nothing for sure. But if you can take advantage of weight bar attachment, definitely go ahead and do that. Not to mention the Total Gym equipment and machines allow themselves to kind of interplay other attachments that you can find on their websites. Again, I'll link that attachment link down below as well. But all these different machines, all the attachment sites essentially work, with the minor exception. If you guys are looking at the Apex models, they have some thicker holes on the anchor points with their pull-up bars and dip or push-up bar attachments down below. Now, one question I get all the time is just regards to like what's the maximum height on this equipment. Even on the special edition Fit models that are out there that just have more increments, the height is essentially basically the same. There is very minor differences, so I really wouldn't concern yourself too much about the max height setting. A primary difference, especially in the different Apex models, is gonna be the various increments. Now on the Apex models, on the baseline G1, you got 6 increments, then it goes up to 8. Then I believe there's a 10 level setting on the G5. I could be corrected on that though. XLS only has 6 increments, and then this Fit has 12 increments. And there are some like special editions or limited edition versions that are out there that have more than this. Honestly, I think 12 is fine, but certainly more is better sometimes. If you guys are looking to not spend a whole lot of money, get an entry-level Total Gym, take advantage of the weight bar attachment and other attachments, I think these Apex models are great. They're very light and compact. These are the ones I use to travel or do some outdoor workouts, even at the park. Very easy to collapse and kind of throw into my car. The baseline rollers are not good on the Apex, in my opinion. Since they're not good, they're still definitely functional, better than nothing. They have a more harder ride. I've replaced the rollers on mine through the Huck Products rollers. I definitely highly recommend if you guys get any of the Apex models, really any model, you can definitely upgrade to their wheels. I think it is kind of an upgrade. But certainly if you get any of these Apex models and probably even the Supreme, Supreme, Pinnacle, Summit, any of those cheaper, smaller frame models, Total Gyms definitely would consider possibly upgrading the wheels. It can handle a little bit more of the weight distribution, especially when loaded up with some external weight plates. You guys are seeing me kind of do that in this video, kind of stretch it to the limit. I've stretched all these machines pretty much to the hard limit, and they are very sturdy, very durable, and good quality machines. So, but as far as just being like more of a smooth, solid, more of a ride, the XLS and the Fit are gonna be your better bets. Going on to the XLS, a lot of people love this machine. A lot of you guys have this machine. I personally don't like it as much as the Fit for a number of reasons. Yes, this glide board's a tiny bit wider, not an exceptional big difference. These pads, these little neck pads or headrests, whatever, they're equal on the front and the bottom of the glide board. They're nice, but sometimes I think they kind of get annoying. I kind of like the kind of more of a flush, flat kind of a feel like you find in the Apex and also even in the Fit model. So these things can feel good sometimes, but sometimes they can be kind of annoying. Now, a big thing that people talk about that's a selling point with the XLS, that's a big difference, is that you have this, it seems like another extra weight bar attachment site up top. This is kind of a debate on this channel sometimes with people back and forth and users of the XLS. It's kind of an unspoken thing I've heard that the Total Gym company has kind of ceased really promoting this other external weight bar attachment, because I've noticed when I first started doing it, well, first off, this thing was plugged up with a hole that was kind of hard to actually get out. So for some company that really wanted you to use this, it wasn't obvious they even wanted you to do that in the first place. I heard they plugged the holes intentionally because when I first did and put weights on it, you hear this kind of the clicking noise, and I'll try and show it in this video where anytime I was using external weight plates or anything externally loaded on top of the bar, it would make this kind of clicking or rubbing sound. Otherwise, still a very solid, good feeling machine. A little bit different kind of shape up here in the tower. Again, it's only got 6 increments. You can get used to that. I've always said more is a little better. I think 12 is a sweet spot on the fit. Of course, when you guys start looking into this, you'll see this is a little bit cheaper. You can kind of find these for about $100 to possibly $400 cheaper than the fit model. Now, going into the fit, you guys know this is my favorite. I always say it's my favorite for a number of reasons. I don't know why, it just feels like the best of both worlds as far as its basic, simplistic design, the way it kind of folds up, collapses. Kind of similar to like the Apex models. It's kind of like the baby version of the fit in its actual design and shape and function. I do just like the glide board. I like this shape. I even just like the amount of padding it has. It just seems pretty much just perfect all around. A little slick, I've said, compared to other models, but otherwise not a whole lot much else to say about it. The glide board differences between this are pretty minimal in my opinion. Apex models are smaller. Fit models are a little bit bigger. The XLS is a little bit bigger than the fit, but it's very minuscule in its difference. To me, it's got the most practical and functional number of increments. Like I said, there's some special edition models out there that have different colors and stuff like that. They go up to, I think, 15 levels, but the height is essentially the same. Again, that's pretty much from what I've heard and also what Total Gym advertised on their website. Certainly, this is a little bit more expensive. It's up to you if you think it's going to be worth it. I put this thing through the ringer, going on close to maybe 3 years since I've had this, and it's been totally fine. I did sub out the wheels again from the Huck product wheels. I can link those down below if you guys are curious. It's also, I'd say, portable enough in the way you kind of can compact it and still throw it in the back of a car. Like my Great Flex, which is at my nephew's house, is a much more bigger, bulkier machine. It's kind of more cumbersome to kind of fold and unfold. So it's almost kind of like the adult version of the Apex. Can still fold up and folds up nicely compared to this. The XLS is similar. It just seems like a more of a beefier machine. Could just be the glide board distance. I don't really know. Certainly the cost is going to be a factor for some people. I really like it. Sounds really stupid. I'm not saying to go out and spend the extra money, but I do have a link down the special edition Chuck Norris version. That's just my personal preference. I like having that, cheesy Chuck Norris signature on there. But at the end of the day, I tell everybody something is better than nothing when it comes to these machines. Even if you got the most cheapest basic level XLS model, you can do a lot with that simple machine. But if you really do like this machine, I think you'll be regretting that you didn't go ahead and purchase maybe a little bit higher grade model like the XLS or the Fit. If you guys have any specific questions on any of these machines, feel free to drop it down in the comment section. If you yourselves have a preference towards one of these, I definitely want to know what that is. And if you guys also want one-on-one coaching, you can reach out to me via email, SonnyMenschTrainer@gmail.com, or check out my website, SonnyMenschTrainer.com, to get specialized one-on-one coaching or programming. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you.